not sure where we left off with the internet. I told you, well, Brian Weston came up, and he told me about these two other places. I think I told you this: Vista Broadband and Valley Broadband, two different companies. And I think I did tell you that we're out of range of both of them. They both got back to me, they're engineers, and they said that you're out of range. They just don't service this area. So from what I found, besides Napa Link, which is what my father-in-law has over on Sharp Road, and Brian Weston didn't like it any better than CDS, the one I have now, and I don't like it any better because they're limited on how much you can use, and they're not that fast anyway. So anyway, that's the bad news. The good news is they came up, and they had a guy come up, and they put a new antenna, a disc. Actually, I installed it. It's right up there, and I don't want to zoom in because every time I zoom in I seem to lose my video feed here. Anyway, at the very top, the dish, you can see the little dish. There used to be an antenna there that pointed at Mount St. Helena, right over there. And so this is a dish. And they also clicked us up to a different speed, that we went faster. I just went ahead and did it. It's $25 more a month. I'm paying $75 a month now. And it's working fantastic. I don't want to jinx it, but we had it put up on Tuesday. I kept the ladders here because, as you can see, I had to kind of strap it down. I didn't want to take it down until I was sure I was done up there. They did it Tuesday, and I've been doing tests, and I don't know a whole lot about speed, but I do know that we are getting right around 4 megabytes download, and 1 megabyte, I think that's right, 1 megabyte upload. So 4 and 1. More realistic is 3.5 and 0.90. It's closer to that, but I've had it up to 4.5 and 1 point something, but it's running very steadily and very consistent at 3.5 down and 0.90 up. And that's streaming a video with no buffering. It's working great. And like I said, knock on wood, it's working fantastic. So they fixed our problem. The problem was the antenna that we've been having for so long. And see, we got that dish up. The radios going back and forth are working good. So, I mean, and then as far as getting, well, Brian he was thinking about getting the Wi-Fi up here all over over to the pool and all that. If he doesn't do it, if you don't go with him, I can get it down there. We can just put like the one I have going to the barn, which hasn't been hooked up lately, but I'm gonna hook it up now that I got the high speed. Just point one down there, which he wanted to do anyway, but he wanted to put another radio. He wanted to put one of their radios pointing down there. And that's just more money from them, and I don't think we need to do that. But anyway, he's the expert. I'll let him show you what he's got. But if it turns out you don't use him, I could get an access point, and then just a slave down there to receive it and rebroadcast it, a repeater down there, and I think it'll work just fine. But for right now, right here in your yard, on your patio, you're getting fast, I mean, for up here, very fast internet. So I'm excited for you to come up and check it out. And it doesn't seem to matter if Diana's down there using it. It doesn't seem to affect it up here. I don't know. We'll see. we'll try it. But anyways, as long as it stays consistent. But I got this. I'll send you a link for the speed test, and when you come up, you can test it. And the results have been steady for the last 3 days: Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Today, I have nothing under 3.5 down and 0.9 up. And I've had faster than that. So anyway, that's that. That's good news, because like I said, it seems like this is the only game in town, the CDS wireless. So I'm glad I didn't quit them. And so we'll see how it goes. We got the pull done, at least the part we were doing. Cleaned those intakes off. Cleaned those off real good underneath. Got the rocks back on. Now we're gonna clean out the vault real good, so when he does come here and work, he won't make a big mess in there. It'll be just water, which is fine. I still have to change this faucet, so I have to get a faucet because the faucets I had aren't gonna work here. Anyway, this is all back. Oh, and you saw that I got the autofill working, so that's gonna work. And it'll fill. It'll just, anytime it calls for water, it's gonna stay on until it's full, and then it'll shut off. And we're not pulling any more water from the house because like I said, we didn't want to pull too much from the house because we didn't want to. Somebody's in the shower and this clicks on. We don't want to steal water from the house, so we're only stealing 2 gallons a minute, which is fine. And that should work fine. The guy that does the water, he told me, you know, that would be absolutely fine. And so, yeah, that's it for now. The vineyard, I sprayed. I got done spraying. I talked to Madeline about them coming up and pulling the wires up, mainly on blocks 2 and 3, because I can't even get in there and mow. These things are growing out of control, and I will not be able to spray again. With the shoots, the canopy is just so long that it's just slapping me in the face, and I'm going to be running over it. So anyway, they said they're going to, I guess they're having labor problems again, but they're going to get up here and either, well, get the wires up for one, and then maybe even do some hedging. I don't know. But I'm going to start mowing this weekend. I can do block 1. There's enough room in block 1 to get that mowed, and I think block 7 there's enough room. I don't even know if it doesn't look that bad from here, but there's a few rows that need it. But mainly 6 needs to be mowed. It's pretty bad. But anyway, everything's good. Everything's going well, and we're hitting that list you gave us. I mean, we'll have it done by the time you get back. We have just got out, these other things coming up. The pull, of course, making sure that it doesn't get out of control, and the mowing. Need to get some mowing done. Whenever it's cool weather, we need to get that done, just for fire prevention. And then we're hitting the stuff, that list you gave us, we're hitting those one by one. And like I said, we'll get those done before you get back. We got all this done. All the weeds out of there and all the debris. Oh, and on that corner down here, I'll show you that later. When we dug out the pond, when Tom came over here a couple years ago and dug out all the cattails, we stacked it alongside the edge. Well, I smoothed all that off, cleaned all that up, because there's a tree right there with a huge branch that's going over the vineyard. One of them is a big dead branch. It's about 15 inches around, or diameter, and if it falls, I mean, the odds of it falling when I'm driving by are probably very rare. but the odds of it killing me if it does fall when I drive by are like 100%. So I want to get it cut down. And then there's a huge branch that's touching the vineyard that it's also shading the vineyard. We need to trim that up too. So to get the bucket truck up there, I need to clear that off. I'll show it to you. It looks really nice over in that bottom corner. If you go down right there in the bottom before you go up the hill, cleared up that corner really nice. So anyway, that's it for now.